Okay, at this stage of the process, this is the final rebuild process other than test and paint. This unit is going back together. We've received all the parts in. Looks like Jeremiah has gotten to the point to where it has new seals, new bearings in place, new sleeves, and right now he's setting the chambers, we call it. That's the technicality involved with our work. This is an oil flood rotary vane technology. In order for this pump to work correctly, he's setting up the proper vacuum draw, as well as not negatively, which would be too close of tolerances to when this pump heats up and thermally expands, you'll have internal contact to where the metal to metal rotating surfaces will touch a stationary surface, whether that be the radial cylinder or the axial end plate. And then he tightened his two end plates. This is a floating rotor, not to get too technical, so there's really not a whole lot you can do to manipulate the axial clearance on this pump because there's nothing fixed. It's dictated by the compression of an O-ring on each end plate. But you can manipulate the radial tolerance. And then once you tighten everything and insert your pins to lock everything in place, hold that tolerance, he then turns that pump over, pulling out said tolerance, and therefore your clearance is set back to factory specification. Everything else is just putting the parts and pieces and cosmetic components back on it, after which point we'll get it back on this test bench here to see if it'll perform to those vacuum levels, and probably more importantly that it won't leak. This is an oil flood unit, so it does have the potential to leak out of fittings, O-rings, mating surfaces. If it passes those tests for about a full day of test, goes to paint and out the door.